Auction time. This is the 6S series auction. 6S01. It is a banded obsidian. It has some banding in it. It's not as translucent as some banded obsidians, but it does have the bands in it. I made that off camera. Yeah, I didn't want to snap it. This is not easy to work. Let's see. A little over 8 and 1/8 inches. Now, this is not sharpened. Not sharpened. This is just the thinned down biface. Yeah, it has grinding in some areas, and in some areas it's pretty sharp because I took off some last minute flakes, or the last minute flakes still have that edge on them. Still have that sharp initiation area. Anyway, this is what I end up with just before I sharpen it. I did not have time to sharpen it, and this is going to be a common theme on this auction. I didn't have time to finish. I got 3 large blades that I didn't have time to finish. Yeah. So this one is also, let's see, 2 and 5/8 wide. Okay. Not much to say. I did that off camera. It does have that weirdness where it'll nap easily in one direction but not in another direction. It's got that weird grain to it. Like I can knock flakes off easily that way, but not this way for some reason. And I find that the more downward force I use, the better this stuff naps. Instead of an inward force, I can peel off flakes with a downward force and they still travel. Although they don't travel very well all the time, I can get them to travel to halfway pretty easily, but I've got to hit downward more than inward on most of these flakes. Some of them I can hit inward, especially when it's thick. I can get an inward strike, but as this edge gets thin, I was having trouble with it. So just be aware. Okay. 6S02. I also made this one off camera. This is Georgia chert, Flint River, or coastal plains. It's a coastal plains variety called Flint River chert. This one is 7 3/4 almost by 1 13/16. Yeah. Okay, so what is it? I don't know what it is. It's just a blade. I did do some regularizing on the edge, so it's almost to the point where it's sharp, but I still needed to do a couple more passes. One more pass this way for this side, and then on that side I like to do another pass. This one I think I did already one pass on this side. Yeah, but I didn't do another pass on that side. So I only did one pass on the sharpening here. So 1 out of 4 passes. That's all you get because I didn't have time. Yeah, it is translucent. It is a raw piece as well. It's good for cutting. It's going to be durable. Yeah. I liked it. I wanted to keep it for myself. But, oh well. There you go. 6S03. This is on video. And I did not modify it at all from the video. So it's not finished. I did not sharpen it. I did not regularize it. It's a raw piece of chert. It was very crunchy toward the end because this is the middle of the tabular piece. It's a tabular chert, raw from, I believe it is Texas chert, but could be wrong. I did not look. I did not check. There is that little issue right there where it started to dive in, so I didn't push the issue. I just left it. It should be good for a knife if you wanted to make one of those Egyptian knives that are not ground down on one side. The Gurzian knives are ground down on one side with flaking on the other, parallel flaking. The other type of Egyptian knife uh, doesn't have the parallel flaking, and it's bifacially flaked, and it has this uh, part removed here so you can grab onto it. Now, that's what someone wanted to make out of this, or wanted me to make out of this. I'm not sure, but yeah, you can make one of those out of this. You just nap part of it away, and you'll have that little whatever it's called knife. Can't remember. Yeah. Okay. Well, in case you didn't see the video, it's all on video. But in case you didn't see it, this is 7 inches long by 2 1/4, and I believe the ratio is 7:1 with the thickness ratio. Okay. 6S04. This one's on video. Green glass. I guess this is a Jägermeister bottle bottom, or half of the bottle bottom. I napped it. It's all on video. That's all I'm going to say. You can take a good look at it if you hadn't seen it yet. It's a really nice shade of green for sure. I will give it that. I don't like Jägermeister, but the bottle glass color is excellent. The glass was actually not bad to nap. I was surprised. It does feel tempered, which means it kind of naps in a weird way. But I still managed to get some nice clean flakes. Yeah, so it's good. There you go. 6S05. I made this at the very last minute today, just before this video. I said I need one more arrowhead. What am I gonna do? Just knock one out really quick out of that Georgia shirt. That's what I told myself. Just knock one out really, really fast. So I knocked one out as fast as I could. I think it took me 35 minutes. Yeah, I like this style. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know what to call it, but I like this style. Nice little sharp barbs, notches that expand slightly. Now, in this notch here, I encountered actually a hole in the stone. It has a hole in it. So you can see that's not a mistake that I made. There's a hole in there. You see it better there. So that's never happened before to me. When I notch it and then there's actually a hole there in the middle of the stone. There's a hole here too, but that didn't interfere too much. Anyway, what is it? It's just a plain arrow point, corner notched arrow point, 2 1/16 by, I don't know, 13/16. Yeah, I think. Yeah, something like that. Suitable for mounting to an arrow or pendant. You can make a pendant, put it in a display case. I already showed the translucency, right? Yeah. And it's raw Georgia chert. It's a coastal plains variety. Yeah. All right. 6S06, box of Brooks and bifaces. I usually try to have one every auction. I was going to make a nice blade out of this, but I didn't have time. It was thinning down okay, but it got a little bit crunchy. Like all raw shirts that have inconsistencies, it will get crunchy. And I didn't take the time to pick out all those little land bridges and buffalo jumps. Yeah. See that there's a land bridge right there. This one just got steppy as I was thinning it. Yeah. There's not much more to thin though. So I said, nah, it's not up to snuff for offering it by itself because it's got way too many little defects. But it can still be utilized if someone wants it as a tool or even display. I don't care. Who knows? Who knows what these things are used for? All right, so this is triple flow. I got two pieces of broken triple flow. Why are they broken when it's such good material? Well, it's a little bit lesser in quality than a normal triple flow. See that? It has a defect in it. It was weird. This one had a weirdness to it. It's got some bubbles in it too, but it has the banding. Yeah, it does have some red in it, so that's why I call it triple flow. Because see the red, see it? So it is triple flow, but it's a lower grade. So you get a chance to nap some lower grade triple flow. This is a high grade, but I was too ambitious with it when I took the basil flake. Yeah, it's nice grade material. Nothing wrong with it at all. It was just my mistake. Yeah, snapped it in my haste. It's going to make a nice point too. These are all on video. I did not have a chance to finish these out. These are root beerish looking cherts, or they're from the same batch of chert, Texas chert heat treat. And I forget who gave it to me. But yeah, these are on video. These pieces. Well, how big are they? Oh, I got one more piece in here. This is just a piece of Georgetown. In case you don't know what Georgetown naps like, now's your chance. I don't know where the tip went. I looked and looked and looked. Spent way too much time looking for that one. All right, so this one is 5 15/16. 3 1/4, 2 1/2, 3 1/2. See, these look bigger than they actually are because my hands are small. That's why I measure these. So you know that they're not going to be as big as they look on video. They're going to be smaller than that. Just be aware. 4 1/4. You can super glue it. No, I don't know what you guys do with these, but some people are interested in napping these. I guess out of curiosity, right? Or maybe they can make 2 points. 4 1/4. Yeah, it's already thinned down. That's one of the hardest things to do with this obsidian is thin it down. Okay, same with this raw coastal plains. Flint River, Georgia chert. Yeah, this is raw. If I didn't mention it already. Okay, and but these are heat treats. I mean, well, hold on a second. These were from the ends. The thick ends are not heat treats. These are raw too. Okay, correction. These are from the ends. Yeah. Yeah, those are raw. They nap well though. It's high grade stuff. Okay, I think that's it. Yes, that's all I'm going to say about that box. All right, that's it for the items. Cheat notes. These are basic rules for the auction. Okay, there's a better description of the rules in the description box. There will be an auction every Monday, no matter what. Every Monday. Look at my previous auction videos to see how it works. Bid in the comment section or reply section, whichever. It's the same thing. If you cannot comment or reply, you will not be able to bid. I can bid for you, but only as a last resort. Yeah. I will not bid for you closer than 5 minutes prior to the close of the auction. So just be aware. I cannot cheat, although it's tempting just to make it easy. But no, I will not cheat. I will not bid closer to 5 minutes. So learn how to bid, okay? Yeah. Bid under one of my pre-populated comments. Please always include the item number if you are not sure you have placed your bid under the proper comment or in the correct spot. In other words, okay? There is a correct spot for all these bids. I will like your comment if I see it. I will heart your comment if you win. If you don't see a like on your comment or bid as the time reaches the end of the auction, that means I cannot see your comment or bid. And then you will be in trouble because I don't see it. It means you're not going to win. No, you have no chance to win unless I see your comments or your bids. If you suspect that your bid is not seen, try to comment with, "Did you see my bid?" or something like that. If I don't respond, I cannot see your bid or bids. Okay, so you can email me, like I said in the beginning. I can bid for you, but only as last resort. But as luck will have it, sometimes there is last resorts. So, I can bid for you as a last resort on page 1. See? All right. If you suspect, I already read that. Try not to bid at the last minute. Yeah, try not to, but But if you do, you can keep bidding as much as you want. I'm only going to take the bid that beats the other guy. You don't have to honor your very last bids. You know what I mean? It's not like a regular eBay auction where, you have, eBay takes all your money. You can bid, it up and then try to win. But, in my auctions, I'm just going to take the amount that you bid that beats the other guy, regardless of how many times you bid over that amount. I know it's confusing because I don't know how to explain things. Okay, anyways, shipping is free in the US. International shipping will have a cost of $10 or $20 extra depending on the weight. I will provide tracking numbers. Yeah, if I think that the international package is lightweight, I'll add $10. If it's a heavy package, I'll add $20. And it usually the cutoff is usually around a pound. So if it weighs more than a pound, I usually say it's heavy. Okay, and the post office confirmed that with me. I went there the other day, and they were happy enough to put in some experimental weights and see where the cutoff was, and it cuts off about a pound. It starts getting really expensive when the packages go over 1 pound. Okay, all right. For payments, I accept PayPal, PayPal.me, Venmo, Cash App, checks or money orders, or cash. Try not to send cash in the mail. You know, you've been told that for forever. PayPal.me, you can use a credit card with. If you have PayPal, you can just send, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. If you only have a credit card or a debit card, I'll send you a link to PayPal.me, and then you can use your card for that. I may start sending out invoices too that you can pay with a card at some point as soon as I can figure out how to do it. I used to send out invoices that you can pay with a card, but I can't do it anymore. Uh, I got to figure out some other way. All right. The auction ends at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're in a different time zone than Eastern, it ends at a different time, right? So it ends at 8 p.m. Central, 7 Mountain, or 6 Pacific. Okay. Keep that in mind. It ends, and I hard close it. It's not a live auction. I post a video. I wait until 9 p.m. Eastern, and then I say, that's it, to myself. And you can see that I end it, and I start announcing the winners. I will begin announcing winners at 9:01 p.m. Eastern. I give it a minute before I start announcing winners because I keep refreshing to see who won. I will hit the heart button if you win on your winning bid. This is the only notification you will receive. Please keep an eye on your comments and bids. Okay? This is the only notification that you'll receive. Uh, I used to cut and paste a response. Thank you, and then you won, and the price is such and such, and please email me your information. But no, YouTube doesn't like me to cut and paste comments. Yeah, it bans me from commenting when I do that. So now I just have the option. I can heart your winning bid, and that's what I do. My email is jackcrafty2@gmail.com. If you are new, please email me your name and address if you win. Okay, simple enough? Cool. All right, that's it for today's auction items. I'm late. I'm late, uh, as usual, but the auction will still end at 9. Okay? And I hope you like this week's items, and good luck.